Big breaking news coming in this Saturday morning. There's been another terror attack in the army camp in Samba. The firing is still underway as we speak between the terrorists and the army near the army public school area in the Samba sector. Terrorists are hurling grenades on the Jawans. This is, remember, the second attack under the new Jammu and Kashmir regime. The first attack coming only yesterday. The second attack in a span of 48 hours. The attack comes the day after a Fidain attack on the Rajbagh police station in Katwa, which killed 2 terrorists and 3 security men. My colleague Shuja ul Haq joins me on the phone line with all the details. Shuja, second terror attack in a span of 2 days. Take us through the details.
That's right, Rishika. Second terror attack in less than 36 hours. What we are learning is that a group of militants is possibly entered into a building which is a school run by army in Samba sector, and they've been cornered there. The army has cornered the building from all sides, and the operation is being carried out. As of now, there is no clarity as to whether there is any hostage crisis in terms of this entire situation. But the fact is that it is being looked at from the possibility that this could be a part of a splinter group from the same militants who has snuck into this side of the international border and created havoc yesterday in that encounter. Well, all these details would be clarified later on, but at this moment, yes, the encounter is on. We are learning that Army Special Operations Group of Jammu and Kashmir Police and other troops are also on the ground and carrying out this deadly encounter. Firing is being reported as we speak. Vishka.
Right, Shuja, we understand that there are sketchy details emerging at this point in time, but could you give us a sense of when exactly this terror attack started? We're given to understand that terrorists in fact entered the army camp in Samba, and they're in fact hurling grenades at the army Jawans. What time approximately did this attack start?
Well, the first information about the attack came at around 6 in the morning. And this is probably the modus operandi that has been adopted by these militants every time an attack like this happens. Crossover in the night and then a strike at the dawn. And that's exactly what happened yesterday in the Rajbagh police station when the militants managed to reach there in a vehicle, civilian vehicle, and entered and then started indiscriminate fire. Exactly the same thing has happened today. Now, it will be very important to see whether these militants are a part of the same group who had managed to cross over and created problem yesterday, or is it a new or a fresh infiltration that has happened. That will be very crucial. But an alert has been sounded since yesterday only. There was an alert and there was a lookout for possible militants in this area of Jammu division. But very sketchy information is being given out by the authorities also, who do not want to divulge a lot because of the ongoing operation and the nature of the operation at this moment.
All right, Shuja ul Haq, stay on with us. There are some reactions that are in fact coming into this second terror attack that we're reporting on. Let's just listen in. All right, my colleague Ashwini Kumar also joins me on the phone line for more. Ashwini, we're given to understand that terrorists are in fact hurling grenades at the Jawans as we speak. We also heard a soundbite that's come in from a hospital in Samba, and the doctor there claiming that there is one civilian who has been seriously injured. Take us through the latest details.
Yeah, encounter is still going on between the terrorists, they are suicide attackers, and the army Jawans. The army Jawans have cordoned the area, and they are lobbing grenades on the army Jawan. But all army Jawan, they have taken their positions, and around 2 to 4 terrorists are expected. They are inside the area, and because it's some forest area is also with the area, army camp, and they don't want that they should escape from the area. But army has cordoned, and they have tightened the the camp, the cordon the area, and the firing is still continuing. And no, yesterday late night there was an input from the Central Intelligence Agency that some of the terrorists are still and they can attack anywhere. Because of that, there was a high alert in Jammu Pathankot highway, and army and the other establishments have been told to keep a vigil on the camps. Because of that reason, they have been trapped outside the camp. Yeah.
Right. Also, yesterday we heard Chief Minister Mufti Mohammad Saeed, who came out and said that his government would not be deterred by the attack in the border district of Kathua, which is what happened yesterday, which left a dozen people wounded. Clearly, it does appear that any kind of message that's been sent from the establishment hasn't been heard loud and clear, because in 36 hours, in a span of 36 hours, this is the second attack that we're seeing on Indian soil.
Yeah, J&K Chief Minister Mufti Mohammad Saeed had already said yesterday in the State Assembly that terrorists can't change the mindset of the people. They have voted, people have come out for the democratic process, and this is the will of the people. They want a democratic government, but there are non-state actors which are playing these things. And he also told the Pakistan that they are already involved in the non-state actors. For that, they have to control these people, and that is the reason that Mufti yesterday said in the assembly that we can't afraid of these things, gun and he has already cautioned the administration that keep a vigil on the all establishment, and these terrorist attack, they can't change the mindset of the people of J&K
Absolutely.
State.
All right, Ashwini Kumar and Shuja ul Haq are going to continue to track developments on that story for a second terror attack in a span of just 24 hours. How is the Mufti Mohammad Saeed government going to react to this attack, of course, remains to be seen. Preliminary news that's trickling in seems to suggest that one civilian has been injured, but firing is on in the Samba sector even as we speak. It's going to be a top focus story for us here this Saturday morning.